Okay, now when I say mystery package, clearly I know what it means, but you guys don't. Basically, this video is an unboxing video of a tackle order. I might make this a series that every time I order something to kind of like video it a little bit just to show you guys what I got and why I got it, so that you guys can try out some of the lures that I'm using if you think they're cool or not. So we're gonna head over to the table real quick and if you guys think this is a good idea, the whole unboxing of what I got, let me know down in the comments what I should call this segment, because I think I don't know, I think it'd be kind of cool, but let me know. Okay, so I ordered this package off of the hookuptackle.com. They do have a lot of Japanese baits that intrigued me and that I want to try out, so we're gonna, and then also the majority of this box is replenishing, basically, so things that I was out of, like hooks and stuff like that. But then there's a few new items that I've never had before that I want to try out as well. So take my obnoxiously long scissors and open this box. I don't have my knife anymore because I dropped it off a float tube and it is gone forever. Okay, so I was trying to get just a cinematic box cutting scene and just realized I wasn't recording to open. Whatever, it's open. Okay, so as you see, there's a fair amount of shit in here. One thing that I really needed is a bag that I can just throw a whole bunch of random soft plastics in when I take my backpack on foot missions. So whenever I fish not in a float tube, kayak, or boat. So I decided to get a money bag because I heard good things about them. They're durable. They got double zippers to keep the water out. There's not all Japanese stuff, but it's mainly Japanese stuff. But this is a Jackal TN60. It's a lipless bait, basically. This is the disc knocker variant. Now, the reason I got this is because one of my friends let me fish with a Jackal TN50, which is just a smaller size, basically. And the amount of noise that thing, I had never fished it before, and the amount of noise that thing has in the water is louder than anything I've ever heard from a rattle trap ever before. You could hear it all the way at the end of a cast. You could hear just the noise that it makes. So, little bluegill color. This is the hollow bluegill, Jackal TN50. Next up, I was pretty much all out of this. Necessity right here, guys. If you haven't tried this out, this Bang, basically what it is it's a scent. You spray it on there. I got the crawfish scent. They have shad, they have garlic, they got mixed. They got a lot of different scents, but this stuff really does help you catch a little bit more fish just because it's so strong. The fish love the taste of it, the smell of it, so guys, definitely try out some Bang. Alright, next up, some Kitex. This is the Easy Shiner. This is a 3-inch in the bluegill color. Next up, we got some more Kitex. These are 3.5s, so 3.5 inches. I've got an alewife color, really, really good Lake Michigan color. And then I've got Bluegill Flash, which is one of my more favorite colors from Kitex. So that right there. Next up, we'll talk about some jerkbaits. I got a couple Lucky Craft jerkbaits. I got a couple Lucky Craft pointers, which is what this one is. And then I actually found some really cool Lucky Craft bee freezes. I got a couple of these in the real small ones, like the small sizes. These are the 78s, I believe. But I'm really curious to try that. This color is washy, is what they call it. You kind of see that right there. And the next color I got, they call it the Flake Happy Gill. I don't know, don't ask me why, but it's basically a bluegill color. Some more Lucky Crafts. Another pointer, 78, and another bluegill color. This is just a little bit more of a flashy bluegill. And then I've got another bee freeze right here. This is in their Ghost Minnow. Alright, next up I've got some line, well, leader I should say. This is Sunline, the FC leader, basically 10 pound. Alright, so we got some juniors, some megabass 110 juniors. Guys, if you don't know, man, these things right here, they're killers. If you're fishing a body of water that's really pressured, maybe even if a lot of people throw jerkbaits and those fish see that a lot, or if they just see lures in general a lot, downsizing helps a million, which is why the 110 juniors are really good baits for lakes and ponds. I've caught them on at both places, and I've wrecked them at both places. So Basically, I got two colors to kind of cover both main aspects of water clarity. I've got a French pearl to go for muddy water, if I were stained water. And then I've got, this is a new color, I've actually never had this before, but this is MG Wagasaki. So these I've never used these before, but they looked really good. These are Megabass V9 spinnerbaits, and you can see these just look crazy. I've never used them before, but the reason I bought them is one, because I really like megabass, and I do think that they put out quality lures and just quality products in general. So I wanted to try some of their spinnerbaits out. You can kind of see, I mean, that's a pretty small spinnerbait right there. I do think that downsizing and in return, just throwing smaller lures in general is always going to get you more bites. Always. It's just the way it is, in my opinion. Now others may differ, but we got Berkeley Chiggerbug. It's just a jig trailer basically. The color I got it in is Ike's Green Pumpkin Blue Flash Depths Beckon Craw. It's just another thing that I want to see Texas rigging and maybe cutting it down a little bit and putting it on a jig trailer. But the reason why I really want to put it on a jig trailer, I'll take one out of the package here. I'll even open the package for you guys a little bit. It has got two really big, what look to be online and what I am now confirming are air-filled claws, which means they're gonna float in the water, which means that thing will stand up in the water, looking basically more realistic like an actual crawfish will do in its defensive posture. The range ring craw. These are some knockout trailers. Those pinchers are riveted basically, so they displace a lot of water, and also they're just really solidly built. They're durable, and I've used them before, so I really like them. I stocked up on the blue and black just because I throw a lot of blue and black jigs. I got green pumpkin blue, and then I got scuppernong, or however you say it, which is basically like a really that's a mix between like brown and red basically. So next up, a bait I haven't tried before, but a bait I hear a lot of good things about is the Jackal Cover Craw. I got a couple of these, black and red flakes, because that's the only color they had, honestly, and I really wanted to try them. So I got a 4-inch cover craw. That's going to be my flipping, you know, Texas rig stuff that I can throw on an EWG. And then I've got a 3-inch that hopefully will work real good behind a jig as a jig trailer. So both in black and blue, or I mean, sorry, black and red flake, because they were the only colors they had. But the Jackal Cover Craw. All right, so I got some new drop shot hooks. They are Decoy HD hooks, size 1. If you guys have ever seen the VMC spin shot hooks for drop shotting, it's basically the hook that has a swivel attached to it, so you can just attach the line to the top and attach a leader to the bottom, and then in return to your weight. Makes it a lot easier than tying a polymer knot and getting it straight. It also eliminates line twists. This is the exact same thing basically, just in my opinion, a little bit of a better hook. From what I'm told, I haven't fished it yet, but should have a little bit of a stronger, more durable hook, and a little bit of a different shape to keep them pinned when they come up and jump. So I got 2 packs of those, size 1. Excited to try those out. All right, next up, another hook from Decoy. This is just a 3-aught. Okay, next up from Decoy, we've got another worm hook. This is just a 3-aught with a little screw lock on it to keep the worm on there a little bit better. Whatever you want to throw on here. You're kind of versatile with it, so. Decoy, I'm actually very impressed with their hooks. Next up, not JDM, but Trokar swimbait hooks. They're basically underspins with corkscrews on them, and they're weighted. I got a Jackal. I got a couple rhythm waves actually. First one is a 2.8 inch. This is in the Prism Shad color here. These next to Kitex. I still think Kitex are at the top with their swim baits. These are right behind it. This is definitely second in my book. These swim baits are amazing. If you guys have never used Jackal rhythm waves, you got to try them out. Fantastic. I'll catch a lot of fish on them this season. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. This is a 3.8 inch one though, so it's a little bit bigger. I got it in Golden Shad. You can do a lot of things with swim baits. You can throw them on the underspins that I got. You can throw them on the back of a spinnerbait, a chatterbait. They just make really good chatterbait trailers, and I love fishing a chatterbait, as you guys saw in my last video. So 2.8 inch smallmouth magic. This is a really good color, by the way. Kitex Swing Impact Fats. I got another pack of the 2.8 smallmouth magic. Next we have the electric blue chartreuse in a 2.8. Next up we got the 3.3. This is an electric bluegill. Again, this is a really good chatterbait trailer. Kitex are my favorite swim baits, period, to throw on the back of chatterbaits, spinnerbaits, or just to fish by themselves. They are just, in my opinion, the best. So next up we got another 3.3. This is a goby, really good Lake Michigan color. Next up we've got some more 3.3s, Kitex. This is in the perch color. Living in the Midwest, we have a lot of Great Lakes here, and I am right next to one. And there's a lot of perch in there, so that's a really, really good color. Next up, we've got some a little bit larger. These are 3/8. This is in the sexy shad color. Again, this one I really got to throw behind a chatterbait, basically. And maybe even if I get a small enough hook, I can just rig it by itself. Alright, so since I never really had any official blue and black trailers for my blue and black chatterbaits, I got some. This is a 3/8 inch. This is the black blue / deep blue, as you guys can see here. Hopefully that focuses. And last but not least, we have another Kitex. This is the 4.3. This is just in a mossback golden shad. This one, I got this pack to strictly basically rig up as a weedless swim bait on its own. And I think it's gonna do a pretty good job of that. So, that is it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. That was just a lot of gear in general. Let me move this, we'll go back down to the normal view. Okay, well that's everything. There's a lot of stuff laid out on this table here. So I'm gonna have to clean it up and organize it, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to hit that like button, and if you are new here, hit the subscribe button, join the Southside Fishing family where we pretty much fish every day. I'm gonna go ahead and bump out here. I'm gonna go ahead and organize all this stuff. I'm going fishing tomorrow, and I know I'm gonna use some of these Kitex for sure, some of these swim baits. So that should be fun. Another video coming right down the pipe for you guys. Thank you, everybody. I love you. Thank you for clicking on the video and taking the time out of your day. Stay safe, and I will see you on the next episode of Southside Fishing. Thank you so much.